What is going on, everybody? It is time! It is time for Game Hunters this weekend, you guys. We have got all the fun players here tonight. We have got our queen. She is here, I promise you. The goldfish himself is here. Boku is here.
Hello.
We've got Nemo here. Cydrake is here.
Hey, hola,
The
amigos.
beard himself is here. And Vaas is here as well, everybody. And we have a very special guest. Tonight we have Linopix from Legends of Inari.
Welcome.
It has been such a long and amazing year to watch this project, to watch LOV grow. Oh my goodness, where we were a year ago, when you guys were just getting ready to launch, and where you are today is absolutely incredible. We will talk about that a little bit more in just a second. But of course, as always, we're going to start with a little game news now from Mr. Cydrake himself. Let's roll the trailer. All right, Cydrake, let's share your screen and take it away.
Let's go. So let's start with Tom Brady.
Tom Brady. Because why not? Tom
Because
Brady.
why not? NFTs are really awesome, so everybody wants to join to the party. So yeah, right now Tom Brady, it's one of the NFL players, and well, he's doing a new collection. And well,
Of
if
himself.
you want to know, of himself. And if you want to know more about this project, you can go to autograph.io. So basically, this project, it's about an NFT collection that the utility will be to keep track on many different statistics of the games, and that's not all. Also, they are going to drop some collections, some collectibles, some medias, for example, videos and that kind of collectibles. And that's not all. Also, many different artists and other popular people are going to join to this project to autograph.io. So if you want to know more about this and also join to Tom Brady collection, well, go for it. Go for this really awesome collection that
go.
definitely you want.
Tom
to
Brady. If you want a piece of Tom Brady history, you too can buy in. Boku's throwing the dollar bills down. Probably more like $1,000 bills, but you know, who knows? All right. What else you got?
The next one, it's about Genopets. So,
Yes.
if you know right now, the game is really playable. You can move to earn and also collect some awesome crystals, but that's not all. They are going to go to the next step. So, the next step, it's about the crafting. So, they announce a really beautiful and really original white paper, and it's about the crafting recipes. So some of these special items you'll be able to get them by crafting with some crystals and with some specific like powders. So if you want to know more about these recipes, you can go to genopets.io and go to the white paper, and you'll find these crafting recipes PDFs.
That's excellent. That's excellent. I mean, I think that them trying to kind of change it up a little bit is going to be important. Like, because we already know that the move to earn genre basically just tanks down to zero if you don't give people something else to do with it. So I think this is an important step for these guys.
Yes,
So-
and forgot to mention, these special items that you can obtain with the crafting, they will help you to improve the status of your Genopet. like for example the speed, the HP, the tail. If you want to have a like a really special tail in your Genopet, you can obtain it by crafting. So yeah, definitely you're going to obtain many different things just by crafting.
That's great. That's great. What else you got?
And the next one, it's about Phantom Galaxies.
Phantom
Oh yeah.
Galaxies. Dude, that game is
So
fun. I'm just
really,
disappointed
really
I
fun.
can't play more.
Yeah, and they have announced that the episode 4 is out now, so you can play it right away, and that's not all. So you know that for the Mac users was kind of difficult to play for
You
them,
could actually
but
play this on a Mac?
yes,
I
right
didn't
now,
even know that.
finally, for this episode, you can start playing with your Mac. And well, if you already missed the other episodes, well, you can play them and also get the new episode. So yeah, just
Oh,
start
that's
playing
awesome.
the game.
That's great.
Yes.
If you want to play as a Transformer, Phantom Galaxies is for you.
Oh,
Like, it is
Yes.
smooth, fast-paced, super fun to play. It's a great game. It's a lot of fun.
yeah, and for the new players, if you want to know how to start playing, well, you can go to OpenSea and buy one single NFT. I think the cheapest one, the cost is like $14 or
Oh, that's
less,
not bad.
something like that.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
really cheap.
All right. All right, that's not bad at all. Okay, what else you got?
The next one, it's about Love, Death plus Robots with Netflix. So I'm not really sure if you watch this TV series, but definitely if you haven't, you should
Yeah, I did.
do it because yeah, it's really cool. And Netflix announced a special NFT collection, and this is because of the third season because they really loved the third season, and they launched 9 different NFTs, so you can go to OpenSea and buy them.
So
Right
they're
now,
kind of
they
following
are
the same. They're kind of following the same path as Shark Week, right? So we
Exactly.
already saw Discovery start doing it. Now we're seeing Netflix do it with some of theirs as well. I think it's smart. I mean, why not? I mean, it's great.
Yeah, and this is because they've seen the huge value or of the collections, and because all the people wants to collect something about their favorite TV show or their favorite DC or Marvel hero.
Or Tom
So
Brady.
definitely
Or
yes.
Tom
Or
Brady.
Tom Brady.
Or Tom Brady.
Yeah.
Boku, I bet Mae-Zing would like a Tom Brady NFT. I bet she would like.
I thought an out.
No, everybody needs a little Tom in their life, May.
Ah.
Everybody needs a little Tom in their life, okay?
Ah.
He's the greatest of all time.
It's not bad.
Ah!
I see.
And Boku, I see.
Okay, Boku.
Yeah.
Okay.
I see.
I see. Mm.
What else you got?
And the final, and this is a reminder for everybody that wants to play Sandbox and get some rewards. Well, right now the Alpha Season number 3 it's right away, and you can play it right away. And definitely for the owners of lands, avatars, or NFTs also, they are going to get some rewards. And also for the people who only play the game, don't worry, you can get some rewards there also. You can get some alpha pass if you play all the different missions that you can play inside the game. So yeah, if you haven't played, you should do it right away.
So how do you get signed up? Like, that's the big question that I have. How do you get access to the alpha season?
It's really easy. You just have to go to the official Sandbox URL. It's, let me paste it in the chat. And after that, you have to download the game. Well, also you have to register with your MetaMask wallet.
Sure,
And
sure.
this project is in Ethereum and in Polygon. So
So
don't
you
worry.
don't have to have like a purchased NFT. You can sign up and you can go in.
Yeah, exactly. So
Great.
it's for free, so you don't have to worry about that. So sharing the game right away in our chat.
Excellent.
Yeah,
Thank you,
there.
Cydrake.
So you can go to sandbox.game and you can sign yourself up, which is great.
Yep.
So, all right. Well, that's fantastic. Is that it for us for Game News Now tonight, Cydrake?
Yes. Yes.
All right. Well, without further ado, we would like to once again welcome back our friend Linapix is here.
Yay!
Welcome
Yeah.
back.
It's
Um,
been a while.
What an absolutely incredible year you guys have had. Give us a little bit of an overview of what has taken place over this last year.
Yeah, it has been quite a journey. There's been a lot of ups and downs. We launched this project. Well, we started back in July of last year, and we launched
Right.
in December. We finished our alpha season, and we're currently working on our beta season. We just launched that. In a minute, my co-founder will hop on. Let's give him a minute. But
Sounds like he's good.
we're kind of like still in the very early stages of the game. We're kind of trying to figure things out, but essentially we're just trying to build the best game we can, and with what we have and with what we can offer, we're trying to make the best game that we can.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, some of the questions that I know that I have to do with you guys have teased quite a bit about some open world stuff. Can
Yeah.
you share with us a little bit about that?
Yeah, so we initially were thinking, okay, we're going to build this whole open world kind of system. Without thinking too much about it, we were building out two separate games side by side. And currently we do have like an open world team, and it's going to take quite some time to kind of get it to that stage where it's a fully playable and demoable game. That's kind of a long-term project. It's going to take some time. However, the web-based game is going to evolve over time. The current game that you see that's live, we will be having some sort of similar open world-like functionalities. So instead of this screen that you see, which is really static, what you're going to be able to play and feel is you're going to have an avatar explore a immersive, almost open world-like a map, and that's kind of our next stage, and that's kind of what we're calling the grid-based system. So that's kind of we're all hands on deck on this kind of new gameplay that we have, and it's going to take quite some time to kind of build out, but that's what I'm really excited about.
Okay. When do you guys expect? Is it Q2, Q3 next year?
I can't really give a timeline, but we're going to do our best to get out as soon as possible, I would say.
That's great.
Definitely like not anything crazy in terms. So
Yeah.
Sooner than later.
I know one of the things that I was telling everybody on the way before the stream today is your new Venaris are so cool.
Yeah.
Like, it's
Lot of
just
dragons.
you have a dragon, bro. You've got a
Dragon?
dragon.
There's a
Yeah,
dragon. Wow.
Right there. It should come up. There it is.
Yeah.
Wow.
That
Yeah.
dragon right
And a
there,
pie.
you guys.
Oh, looks
Yeah.
so awesome.
We have our artists are amazing. The steps to kind of get to the final product, because we got to go through concept art. We've got to model everything out, texture it, animate, rig, render, and we do this for I think like up to 300 like different variations of Inari. So
Right.
the amount of quality and effort that our artists put in is insane. Yeah.
I love that you guys kind of turned like some mini games on during the last season as well, where it was like, hey, you got to go find the golden Venari. Where is it at? It's only going to be around for so long. I mean, I love that you guys have worked within the system that you have and have allowed us to still enjoy different quality of life improvements. the quality of life improvements. I mean, playing this from when we were playing it day one to now, where
Yeah.
like I'm literally writing down everything for every single Venari I
Yeah,
see, so
we
that I
definitely
don't miss
from
one,
that.
you know, or I at least know where to go for the next one.
Yeah.
And
There was a lot that we kind of want to flesh out. We have this kind of feedback form, and everyone's been giving a lot of helpful feedback, and that's kind of helped us optimize kind of what features we want to prioritize, and essentially a lot of these like quality of life improvements that we can push out, we do, if it's like not too difficult.
Yeah, and I also love the fact that there's a chat function within the, you know,
Yeah.
I think it goes straight
Yeah.
to Discord is what I think, but I mean, it's amazing that you can sit there, you can get in-game help immediately within the browser, and I mean, it's just, every time I see LOV, it just brings a smile to my face, because I just remember those first few streams that we did with you, and how excited you were, and how I feel like your team has just delivered over and over and over again, and this is just the beginning. So
Yeah, I really appreciate that.
So why don't you tell us what is probably one of the biggest highlights over the last year? Like, what is like, oh my gosh, this was incredible.
Yeah. I think there was a lot of ups and downs. There was a lot of kind of hiccups along the road, and I remember not really sleeping too much. I remember when we first launched.
When you launched,
Yeah,
it was
that
crazy.
happens.
It was kind of like the hardest kind of step when we first launched. But I think like the highlight would have to be when. That's a hard question, because I just remember a lot of like good moments and bad moments. I think one of the best moments is probably when we did do our beta launch. I think it went really smoothly. We put a lot of effort in, and a lot of people showed up, a lot more than we actually expected, because I think it was at the beginning of the bear market, and we weren't really sure, you know, how everything was going to go, but we were kind of really surprised. To give you some context on the numbers, at the end of the season, we were around like 600 daily active users, and at the beginning of beta, we were at around 2,000. So it was a big jump. It was a big jump, and we were really happy because, you know, there's a lot of, you know, new Venari to explore. You know, we've been working months on getting all these Venari out, and it was kind of like, you know, the fruits of the labor, kind of, you know, taking it to the next step, and, you know, kind of getting us to where we need to be, and till now. So that's kind of like the best. Yeah,
that's great.
Scenario.
I know that you know, everybody was concerned about the bear and everything that was going on in regards to that, but I think that you guys and your team dealt with knowing that you needed to make a good game first before you start tackling the tokenomics, and it's also allowed you to watch what has happened in the space, what has worked, what hasn't worked, and I think so many people have made mistakes that have just basically driven the token down to zero. You guys have been super, super good in regards to that, and people like collecting. Like Boku plays this pretty consistently, don't you, Boku? I mean,
yeah, exactly. Well,
yeah, I mean,
it gives the Pokemon station, so I love this kind of genre. So yeah, I'm a fanatic, let's say.
Yeah, we definitely are thinking through a lot of like the aspects associated with kind of any sort of on-chain asset and what that really means. We're putting a lot of effort into modeling out a lot of the intricacies of, you know, Web3, and I honestly don't know if any project is approaching it in a way that makes sense, because I think a lot of people are kind of experimenting with it, but it does take a lot of effort to kind of get it to that stage where you have this complete overall ecosystem, and it's living and breathing, and there's like, you know, a lot of assets at stake. And so for me personally, I put a lot of emphasis on that and thinking, and so that's kind of why I'm trying to take
But
it slow and make
because
sure
you
it's
didn't get
option
people's money
Yeah.
in middle of it so quickly, because you didn't go that route like so many other projects did,
Oh yeah.
you've built a brand loyalty that people are excited about. And so when you
Yes.
are willing to launch the financial portion of it, or the, hey, you can push these ultra rare Venaris out to, mainnet, I think that you're going to find that people are not going to feel like they've been taken advantage of. And I think that
Yeah,
a lot
definitely.
of people in Web3 right now are feeling taken advantage of. And it's not just about the bear market, it's that there's just been too many projects that have gone crazy.
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
So
I definitely understand that sentiment for sure.
So,
Yeah.
I love to talk, and I could continue to talk, but I love to throw it to everybody else as well. So let's start with May. May, what are some questions that you have for Olympics?
So yeah, I'm really enjoying the event right now. You see, I'm
Thank
collecting
you.
a lot of oros, and
We put a lot of effort into kind of these interoperable events as well.
it's really
They're the
fun.
best. I mean, I feel like those are the rare ones that, like, I can't tell you how many times I would just sit there just going after
Yeah.
those events Venari over and over and over, because
Yeah,
it's like,
the limited
these are the rare
time,
ones.
you don't know when they'll ever come back, and so
Right.
yeah, gotta take advantage of it.
Yeah, and I really like the bounties. Like, oh, I have that one, but then it's not the constellation that they're looking for.
Yeah,
It's really fair. I really
Yeah.
have to say that, kudos to that.
thank you.
It's really, really nice. And yeah, we're just so excited about the grid. And I just wanna know more
Thanks.
about it, about the open world.
Yeah. What I can say about not really about the open world, but kind of like the system that we have in place for the website going towards the future is it's going to completely revamp this entire core game loop. Like it's gonna switch from idle to active. You're going to be controlling a character. There's going to be a lot of narrative involved, and so we're going to have intricate lore. And I think one of the biggest things is we want to focus on three things: seeking, taming, and summoning. And the idea is, as your player character, you're able to kind of seek out other Venari and be able to use them in interesting ways. How might that work is you're able to kind of harness the power of these Venari to be able to kind of seek out other Venari. So instead of using
Oh,
rigs,
nice.
instead of using baits,
Okay.
you're going to
That's
use
cool.
your own Venari. And so, yeah, we're really trying to focus very heavily on the kind of almost hunting or seeking aspect of it. And so putting more skill in that area rather than the kind of taming aspect. So that's kind of the next phase. I can't give an exact date on when that would be, but yeah, it's a big project. We're kind of all hands on deck on this, and without giving away too much, that's kind of like what we're really, really excited about.
Do you think that we'll see it by the end of the year, or do you think this is a next year sort of thing?
If we're lucky, yeah, but yeah, I would say give us time, and
Obviously, we're not going to hold you to anything.
Yeah,
We're just excited to we're
Yeah,
just
just
excited to see you and your team continue to just thrive in a space that it has been challenging. It's been
Yeah,
challenging for
definitely.
a lot of teams,
Yeah.
and you guys have continued to do well. And everyone that we're seeing in regards to social media and stuff as well, everybody has something positive to say about LOV. Like, nobody is upset at you guys or angry with you guys. It's just been a really, really fun project,
Yeah,
and you
it's
guys
really cool.
continue to exceed expectations, and we love it. Cydrake, what do you got?
Well, basically, just to comment that this project has been doing many different improvements. The quality, I didn't expect to have like more more improvements on the graphics because
Yeah.
I already liked the graphics, but now, wow, they
It's
look
even better.
greater.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, I love the improvements, but yet it's still staying true to the start, the design style that you told us even at the beginning of what you wanted.
yes,
And
and
I love
also
that.
the experience, the user experience, it's really great because now you can see how much of experience you get from a catching and well, also the other graphics for the gold coins looks really great. And what I'm really amazed of, it's that this is a browser game and
Yeah.
it
Yeah.
works
Exactly.
really smooth.
Yeah.
Yeah. To be honest, like when we were building this out in alpha season, the environment, um, they were kind of like constructed without too much thought. Then we kind of decided the artist really wanted to do something about it. It wasn't really kind of top of mind for us, but it was just something that the artists felt that they took the initiative and they thought that they could make the game better. And so it's really a team effort, and it's not really
incredible.
like, okay, I tell everyone to do something. Yeah, we're definitely like putting in uh, our love and sweat into this game. So it definitely the polish associated with it does come from the entire team. And so yeah, the other thing is we do have sound effects for these Venari as well. So
Yes, I've noticed that as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
we're starting to add
Yes,
sound effects.
really cool.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, and congratulations on having this kind of a strategy because, well, you know that many different projects were like, okay, we are going to launch the tokenomics and just try to attract many different gamers just because
Yeah.
of the tokenomics.
Yeah.
But this is different. This is about the user experience. This is about the playing. So this is really great. This
Yeah,
strategy, I think
definitely.
it's going to definitely work.
Yeah.
I have a very strong opinion about that kind of approach, and it just feels like, then it becomes the players who are in it are mainly in it for the tokenomics. And
Yes.
if the tokenomics fail for whatever reason, it could fail for like
Yeah.
a ton of reasons actually. It's very hard to start that back up, or even like have a solid community working
Exactly.
behind you.
Well, you lose. I mean, you've got these huge and massive discords, but you lose community trust. And I feel like you guys
Yeah.
have realized that you only have, really, especially with Web3 in its infancy, you kind of only have one shot.
Yes.
Because
Yeah,
I mean,
the web-
we've
the web
seen
page is
multiple
And that's
projects
it.
that have literally just boosted to the moon,
Yeah.
and then 6 weeks later they're gone,
Yeah.
and it's like, and now the community leaves with it. So if you really want a really
very-
strong community, the way that you guys are doing it is the right way. So
Yeah,
Boku,
thank you.
what you got, Boku?
So congratulations from me as well. After all these months, we have you here again. I have one question. If Dragon can share my screen because I didn't move it. This is
I
a
see
new
it.
thing. I just saw this thing. So this means that the patterns are gonna change from now in the game. Or
Yeah.
something else is happening. Can you shed some light on this?
Yeah, and so this was something we adjusted to kind of counteract kind of people from hoarding certain Venaris. So for these
Nice.
like fire Oros or any kind of like tier 2 Venari, they're limited in quantity, and so we don't want people kind of figuring out the combos and just keep spamming the same thing over and over again.
Sure.
So the idea is you reset the combos after a certain period of time. So it
That's
offers
huge.
like
That's
a
huge.
fair
That's nice.
Nice.
chance for everyone.
Yeah.
And that started last season, right?
I think it was like a February patch.
Okay,
yeah.
That's huge because the main problem that we see everyone here knows that besides the tokenomics, it's the multi-accounting, the bots, the hoarding.
Oh yes.
So you really
Yeah,
want us
also
to deal with this really nicely with that way. Yeah.
Yeah.
One
yeah,
question. I really have one question as a fan of the game. When the grid comes,
Ah,
when? Like, wait. Just a fun question. Do you think
Yeah.
that it's going to be possible to implement like something like a gym or like a gym leader thing? Like you can go to a specific place and
Earn a badge.
and battle a mini boss, something like that. Do you think there's such an idea down the road, or it's out of the concept?
Sorry, the question is around a gym.
He wants to fight bosses. He wants to go
yeah.
fight bosses.
I think
To earn a badge.
Yeah, that's definitely
Something like that.
on
Trainer
our.
badge.
Oh,
That's
that's a
definitely on
good
our
idea.
roadmap, and I think I could share a mock at least of what we want to build.
Really nice.
Yeah,
Thank
that
you.
would be excellent. You get the
Yeah,
alpha
thank you.
here, ladies
Yes.
and gentlemen. You get the
It
alpha
kind of
here.
explains the.
And more dragons.
I don't know how I can share my screen or.
Yeah, it's down below all of us. If there is a button there that is like a computer with an arrow that's pointing up that says share screen.
Oh, okay, yeah, I got it. Yeah.
The country is
See
not
it?
holding though, it's really big. Congratulations.
There it is.
on that,
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, this is
Ah.
Oh!
kind
Okay, screenshot it! Links!
Someone
Excitement.
screenshot it now.
yeah. Hi.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Linux.
Looks
Yeah.
Essentially,
amazing.
Yeah, eventually
Wow.
we'll add some buildings and we'll add gyms, and the gameplay experience is very different than what I kind of envision like most games. But we definitely want to put like the skill aspect to kind of the player and the Venari, and so you're able to kind of use Venari, their abilities to kind of search for other Venaris in that sense.
Wow.
So
Can I
that's
share
kind
with
of
you
what
something?
you can expect with the website. Yeah.
Oh,
It
that's
reminds
awesome.
me
Wow.
of Lord of the Rings, Battle for the Middle Earth. Like,
Ah,
whoever has played
yes.
it, has anyone
Yes.
remember this thing? It's amazing. I'm really excited.
Yes.
Yeah, there's still concept art, so
Yeah, definitely.
take it with a grain of salt. Like, these
Yeah,
would be
so
3D
in this
rendered.
idea, is it like your avatar's in the middle there, and if you wanted to catch one of those Venari, you would go to their grid, and is that the idea? You go to their grid and then you would try and capture them?
Sort of. So you would be controlling your avatar. You would be able to move around the grid. The main thing is, these Venari are usually hidden, and so you would need to kind of search individual hexagons
Okay.
for their specific biome, for the time of day, etc., to kind of find where they are within this grid. And so different Venari have different kinds of ways to kind of search. Maybe one's like it'll search like a 3x1 hex like this. One of them might be like a 6 hex searching around you. So different ways to kind of search, different abilities associated with it. But I think the main thing is we're trying to put the skill and associated effort to finding Venari within this like huge grid-based system, on the seeking aspect rather than on this like taming mini game of like trying to find combos.
Sure. And do you still feel like the Venari that we're seeing every season, obviously there's some crossover, but do you find are you like when you get out of beta, like we get to season 1, is it going to be all new Venari all over again, or are you going to reuse?
Yeah, that's a good question. I think taking a look at beta season, the amount of effort we put into kind of all these new Venari, we're definitely going to reuse a lot of the tier 1s. I think
that
moving
makes sense.
forward, it's going to not be like a huge, revamp where all the beta Venari are gone and we add. It'll be more of like a smooth transition where we'll consistently add content. Is kind of the goal. So we'll have more rotations of different Venari. We'll have new Venari pop up, but it might be like 5 or 10 different new Venari instead of like 300 all at once.
Right.
So that's kind of our kind of plan moving forward.
Makes
It just makes things more manageable, and we're kind of building more features out rather than Venari.
No, that makes a lot of sense.
Really
Vaas, we haven't been able to have you ask any questions yet, if you'd like to.
Yeah, I was just asking about like I really dig the new lending feature that you guys have got. It's pretty new. Last time I kind of jerry-rigged my own pass so that I could lend it out. So uh, I think I'm sharing my screen right now. My
Gotcha.
account actually I still don't
Yeah.
like I lent it out to someone called Faye.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's been playing it for some time, and she did collect a lot of rewards. But now since there's a lending feature, I can just lend the passes out to
Yeah.
my scholars directly. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. So for all of these, you can lend out. We are planning on revamping the whole profile or the pass space system. It's a whole new kind of thing we're thinking about. I could talk an hour for on it, but essentially we're just trying to kind
Okay, we have time.
of figure out.
Yes, we
If
have a
you
lot
think
of
with us,
time.
feel
Don't
free.
Tell us
worry.
all the alpha, baby.
Yeah, all the secrets, please.
Tell us how to catch the whale. Oh,
Yes!
okay.
Yes!
Oh, I need to ask you
I
that.
forgot
Did
about
the
the
whale actually exist last season?
No, it
Nice.
didn't end up becoming a thing. To be honest,
Dang
we were thinking like it'd be some sort of like hidden quest. If you
Yeah.
catch
Hey.
every single Venari in the game, then you unlock it. But we honestly just didn't have the time to kind of flesh things out. So I think like moving it to the grid makes more sense, and having it be like a raid boss would be
Yeah.
better.
Yes.
And we have like a
Yeah, for
small
sure.
chibified whale as like kind of the reward.
That's cool.
Nice.
Voss, you have anything else? Any other questions you want to ask?
No.
A lot
That's
of
all I have.
Venaris there.
Gohan,
Yeah.
we have not been able to get a question from you yet, so you have anything for Olympians?
Sure. For the combos, what about putting in N2 or NX2 random, so that even if you have a combo, 2 of those are randomly selected to be a random item or whatever that you need to put in the combo, so that it makes you have to have a random generator that's already built into the game, and then that way that removes some of that. Yes, you can. Here's kind of what it is, but you still have something that's still random, so you guys don't have to continue to try to reiterate on it, and in a sense remove it out of the system.
Yeah, I think that's an interesting idea. I think the combo system is something that I'm not too happy with, because it's very RNG and very kind of not skill based, and so I kind of want to think things through on how might we kind of completely revamp the system. But I do like the idea of like kind of alleviating some of that. Yeah, agreed.
Do you think?
Yeah.
Sorry for hopping in. Do you think there's a possibility for the players to see the percentage of success rate? Like if you hit one green, 20% for example, or 25. Is there possible for the player down the road to see the percentage of success? Before-
I think that could be interesting. Yeah, I don't mind sharing the rates, to be honest. I don't think that's an issue. If it's something that a lot of people want, I don't have a problem with it.
It's really a thin line because I felt the difference, through the alpha, how much more difficult it became to acquire a T3 and T2 compared to, you remember, the first days, that it was way easier. That's why now when Gohan says, if we implement like an add 2 random actions, how much more difficult it's gonna become, how much more funny it's gonna be. That's why it's a thin line, so I understand.
Definitely need to like think through the math behind it is the big thing.
I'd love to be able to see within the game itself, like what is left and the percentages of what's left and what's gone somehow.
You should be able to. If you go into the travel screen or in the expedition screen, for any kind of like limited Venari, like a tier 2, you can click that number, like 23 plus or 27 plus. You just see like the weekly limit. That's like how many Venari can be caught that week. So over here, there's like 1,700 left and because it's an event Venari,
Nice.
that's how much are left. It'll only be available for 2 weeks. Yeah.
That's incredible. Yeah, that's a good question, Vaas. How many Venaris does everybody here have? I've got mine up on a different screen. What is the highest amount of Venaris that you have seen somebody catch? Do we know?
Oh no. I think
10,
I saw
20,000?
some in general. They have like 90,000 or something crazy like that.
That is a lot.
They play a lot.
Yeah, I have
I think we've got
1,352 just for the record. That's something I have.
I think we got some questions from our
Yeah, I see that. That's a good question. So Bowie is asking, is it necessary to release T1s?
Not at the moment. Right now, we understand there's a pain point, and we're definitely working on a revamp system to kind of address that. And so that goes into kind of our Essence Shard revamp system.
Yeah.
We have a lot of improvements that we can do, and we're definitely aware of these kind of
The
concerns.
pain points. Yeah, for sure. Little Things is asking when 2x experience and gold again.
Yeah. It is
Everybody
a
loves that
popular
event.
Yeah.
That's everyone's favorite event.
I'll bring it up with the designers and see what we can do. I know with the latest event, it kind of just made everyone's gold drop very fast. So we'll see.
Yes.
I'm glad that I've been saving up.
Nice.
That's all I gotta say. I'm glad I'm saving up. All right, so these are mine that I got. Who else? Does anybody else have a question for Lenafix?
Of course I do.
All those. What do you got?
Oh, go ahead.
So, what's the biggest hurdle that you have faced in the last year? I mean, again, please remove we're going into a bear market. Outside of that, what is your team specifically has been the biggest hurdle trying to get over to get into the game or implement for the community, that type of stuff? Like, what is that hurdle that you have continuously just beaten against the wall and you just can't seem to get across right now?
Yeah, that's a good question. To be honest, like for the past 3-4 weeks, I've been thinking, what makes Legends of Venari, and how can we stand out from the space? How can we make Legends of Venari special as a creature collection compared to any other game, Web 2 or Web 3 out there? The other kind of questions I've been thinking about is, how can we make a holistic product, something that players genuinely do want to play for fun, rather than just for the collectability aspect of it? How can we expand? And that kind of led me down this big rabbit hole of design system, narrative, lore. I have an internal doc that's like 70 pages long, and it's growing, of just like, what can we build, what can we get done, and you'll slowly see the fruitions in the next 3, 4, 6 months of where we're going, essentially. And hopefully we get the intro doc as well as like the white paper out sooner than that, so that players kind of understand the general direction. But it is something we're really excited about, and that was like the main blocking thing for me for the longest of times, and kind of writing everything down kind of definitely helped me.
Awesome.
I mean, not to add to your 70 plus pages, but there's Magic the Gathering out there.
Yeah.
I mean, it's obviously, I understand it's a card game, but it's just like, what brings people back to playing those games and continue to keep those cards and those collectibles?
Yeah,
exactly.
What brings me back is that there's new things to catch.
Yes.
That's
And you
what
don't want to
brings me
miss
back.
out.
Right.
It's
the FOMO
the sense
factor.
Of, the FOMO.
Yeah, but
Or that you have to have a certain amount to be able to get yourself like a tier 2 and a tier 3 version of like this Velovi here. Like, you've got to
And
have
all the
100
elements.
Velovi to be able to get it to tier 2, and you got to have 300 of them to get it to tier 3, and there's only so many available. I think that's what's worked well with Splinterlands as well, right? Like,
Yes.
just about to touch on that.
There's a certain amount of cards that are minted, that are released, and when you start burning it to upgrade it, that's what gives you your rarity and gets people wanting to get more and more and more. So
But I don't want to let go of my TTs.
you don't want to let them go.
Choices. Choices.
Yeah.
Choices.
I understand.
Yeah.
So, all right. So you've given us some absolutely incredible alpha. I know that you have to go soon, but we just really wanted to thank you once again for coming on. You were one of our first guests that ever came on
Honestly,
GameHunters,
That is true.
and
you.
it's just been incredible watching your success.
Yes.
So we can't wait to keep talking to you and seeing how things
Definitely.
continue to grow.
Definitely.
So,
Mhm.
so thank you so much, Linapix. We love your game. We cannot wait to see
Yay.
it continue. Let's give him a round of applause,
Yeah.
everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you so much,
Yay.
man. Keep us updated if there's anything that comes out new that you really want to share with the YGG community or anybody in Web3 in general. We're huge fans of yours and we'll help any way that we possibly can. So
Really
please just let us
appreciate it.
know.
Really appreciate it.
We have always appreciated our relationship with you guys, man. It's been great to watch.
For
So,
sure. All right. Thank you so much.
thank you
Take
so
care.
much, man.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. All right, with that being said, you guys, we're going to go ahead and keep moving. And we're very excited to have Vaas here, going to give us a little boot camp tonight. So I'm going to go ahead and roll that bumper, and it will be all you, Vaas. You ready?
All right.
All right, here we go. All right, Vaas is here. He's ready to share his knowledge. And I'm assuming you want me to share this screen here, Vaas, yeah?
Yep.
All right, here it is. Take it away.
All right.
Hey, let's-
So today we are covering ENS domains.
Oh, nice.
Love it. Love it.
Yep. So ENS domains is basically like your traditional domains, but you can do some more things with it. You can host static websites as well, but you need an extension called IPFS extension to kind of go and visit those pages. Otherwise, ENS names have other utilities. Like if you want to find someone, let's say if you want to find me, all you just do is just type Vaas.eth and you should be able to find me through OpenSea over here. So if I open this, I can go over here and I can see, okay, it's owned by me. It even shows your Vaas.eth right over here. So like these are kind of the basic utilities. You can go in and check in some other websites as well. Like you can go to Uniswap, it's going to say Vaas.eth when I go to Uniswap. So yeah, there are a couple of more things that you can do, which I haven't done yet. Like you can change the background of your Vaas.eth. Like for my for example, for my case, Vaas.eth, I can change the background of it and stuff like that, which I haven't done. Yeah, so it's pretty cool. There's like there's other competitors that you can use. So I'm gonna share my screen for those. So
Yep.
there's
that's
this another project called Unstoppable Domains.
All right, here it comes.
It kind of works the same, but it's like the extensions are very different. You can have .crypto, .nft, .x, .wallet, .bitcoin. The cool feature about unstoppable domains is it just doesn't work in Ethereum. It works like for many different blockchains. Like it also works for Bitcoin. I think I personally have used this for just Bitcoin and ETH for now. Yeah, so let me show you my personal dot crypto domain as well. Um, just a second.
No problem. We've still got LOV going, so we're good.
Yeah.
You ready?
Oh, looks amazing.
Yep.
I just don't want to bring it up until you're ready.
All right. Yes, I do have a dot crypto domain. So here's my dot crypto domain,
Here it is.
and if I like it, it also has this IPFS link to it. I can directly come here and try to visit that if I really want to. But right now I don't have my thing set up. So if I come over here, click that link, it's going to just show a very generic landing page. So that's one of the utilities. So if you have the IPFS extension installed, you go in the description of my just a second. You go in to my description of my NFT. This is Bitcoin near dot crypto. You can visit page. So this is like a complete web page that cannot be blocked by any government. It's complete decentralized. You can access it from anywhere in the world. So I'll share my my landing page as well. I just set up this very basic landing page just for an example.
We still got Boku here, capturing some LOV, capturing some Ferraris, man.
So this is like a very basic website that I set up.
There you go.
You can do the same for you for yourself. So these websites, they're unstoppable. Like you cannot, just like the name, right? Unstoppable domains. Just that you need an extension, IPF extension, and you can come in and visit like different websites and stuff. That's kind of it. So these two are the biggest players out there. I think quite recently, Unstoppable Domains just completed their $900 million round, so they are going to be coming big. And you guys already know ENS domains. They have been quite huge as well. They have been like 4-digit ENS domains have been trading for more than 2 ETH. So
I have mine. I got mine. It was great. Yeah, I got it last year.
Right?
Yeah, I got it last year. Yeah, I love it. I think it's LST Dragon though, because somebody for some reason had already taken Lastdragon. Probably Boku. He said he said that I can give it to him for 10 ETH. He'll give it back to me for 10 ETH. It's totally cool.
Okay.
Yeah, he said it's fine. I mean, I just went to Gohaun. Gohaun gave me a little loan. It's fine. It's fine.
Hey, Vaas, just in case, is there anything special with this when it comes to like the coding part, or can I just throw in like HTML5 and CSS?
Yeah.
Call it a
Oh,
day.
you can you can throw in React, HTML5. You can throw in whatever. It just has to render a normal website. If you can set up a normal .com, just a normal domain website, it works the same way.
Okay, so
You
there's
don't have to do anything.
there's no special coding that needs to be done for this. It's just literally
Nope.
as long
It's
as I
just
can
how you
build it on
deploy it.
anything right now, we're good.
That's
Sorry.
awesome.
We can build it on any type of framework or anything like that. And we're
Yep.
good.
You
So I
can
can just
build it
point it
on
there,
any
good.
framework, React, Vue, Next, anything works. As long as you just like how you go to GoDaddy or some other platform, kind of deployed in .com domains. That process is just different for .crypto domains. Otherwise, it's the same.
It's awesome.
You have to
That's
pay
awesome.
for this domain.
Yes.
Yep.
It's
yeah,
not free.
never mind.
Yeah.
You still have to pay.
So
I don't
yeah, there's
remember.
one more difference. There's one more difference that like for example, for ENS domains, you have to update. You have to keep on paying. Like I paid mine for 4 years, then I'll have to renew that. But for .crypto domains, you just pay once, and you have it
Yeah.
forever.
I think I paid for 3 or 4 years as well. It was something like that. .ens was really easy to set up. I remember that, and they take crypto, so it was pretty simple. I just waited until I cashed out of some project and then I got it that way.
Yep. Also, I think dot crypto is a little bit better that because it supports more than one chain. You can trade like you can use it on Bitcoin and other there's couple of other blockchains as well, like Tezos. But most importantly, like you just buy it once and you forget, right? You just pay $20 and it's yours forever.
It wasn't ridiculous. I remember that. It wasn't insane cost for that. So, well, thank you, Vaas. That was absolutely fantastic. Once again, Vaas bringing the knowledge to all of us with the boot camp, the GH boot camp. I like to call it Vaas Talks. I like to call it the whale, the blue whale. The blue whale himself shares his knowledge.
Because
green
it's
whale.
the bear market, the
That's
goblin
true.
whale.
It's green today. It's so. All right, you guys. As you can see, I have already dropped a link in the chat. If you would like to get some GH tokens and some play-to-earn.net points as well, please fill out the Gleam form. We would love to give those away to you guys. So we'll give it just a few minutes here while Boku continues to try and catch more Venari. Guys, here's a question. Yeah, I want to know how many tier 3. I showed you guys my tier 3. How many tier 3 do you have? You know who has a lot is AC.
AC, come here.
Yeah,
AC has a ton. He figured it out last year. Vaas, how many tier 3 do you have on your account there?
I don't know how to look it up. Like the filter doesn't work for
Boku, show him real quick.
Yeah. So you go over here, third tab, and you go over here.
Into
And
the
then
filters.
this tab over
But
here.
it doesn't show me
Filters,
T3 or something.
Really?
Here.
and you go here.
That means you don't have any.
Yeah, if you don't
Like-
see
like
2 or 3, it means you don't have.
Cydrake,
then
did you get
Then
any?
I don't have any.
No.
Yeah.
Gohan,
no,
did you get
I
any?
don't have.
He's looking. AC says he has 6 tier 3. AC, you need to you've got the link. You need to come on and show us the tier 3 while we're sitting here waiting.
Yes.
I want to see which ones he got, because I know that he got some
One
good ones.
legendary.
I got a whole bunch of Jinhoos for sure.
Yeah.
Let's see.
But then,
Let me see if I can find it.
Chinese.
That was fun. I really liked that one.
Yeah. it's really
I
nice.
It's something you look forward to.
Yeah.
Every
Yeah,
time.
the special events that they've done is really cool.
Really.
So I've got this guy ready to go, but I don't have enough energy to catch him yet. So I have 37 tier 2s, I think. That's my tier 3, and it's numbered, which is even cooler. I tried to catch that guy like 3
Nice.
times.
Looks nice.
Yeah, it was really neat.
Beauty.
And then if I go here to my tier 2s. Oh, do I have any legendaries? I don't know if I have any legendaries. Oh, I do. I do have
You do?
legendaries. Yeah.
Nice.
That's my legendary.
Oh.
Golden Wolf, baby. Do you guys have this one?
Yes.
You guys
I
got
don't
the
have it
golden
in
one, right?
T2.
I thought you weren't playing that back then at that video.
I played all the way through the alpha season pretty
I thought
consistently.
you flipped your.
Nice, Dragon. Nice.
I would if I could. I would if I could. I actually probably would not with these. I find myself when it comes to flipping in general that I find projects that I'm not emotionally attached to, and I do a lot better at that point. So
It's really hard to let go.
yeah, because so I got a ton of Jinhoos.
Yeah.
I think some of these actually are numbered picks. No. I know that some of these I got at the beginning, and they were numbered. I don't know if you can't make it so that you can see if you got numbered, right?
Yeah, it's
I only have one.
Let's see if I got badge. Serialized. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So I got 2 serialized. This is 28 on the Leolis. And then this one here was near the very beginning, 24 Valtry. So did it win you ETH last? That's fantastic. AC has got this game on lock. So all right, here's Boku's. Again, guys, we are sitting here just waiting for you guys to fill out this Gleam giveaway so that we can give you guys some free stuff. So it's sitting there. I'll go ahead and post it again. I tried to win the bounty on the Jinhu event, and I could not figure out how to. But it's so much easier now than it was because it at least remembers what the right combo that you've put in, and even once you've gotten like 5 or 10 or whatever it is, it then lets you at least restart and it keeps track for you. I literally had a notebook that I was writing stuff down in last year. So I mean, it's a huge thing. That quality of life was pretty massive. So here's May's. May's got a lot of tier 2s, 46 of them. Oh, I like the colors. That was the Christmas event, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's really nice.
Did you get any serialized at all?
T2, yeah. The Scorpion.
Nice.
That's excellent. Very cool. Number 65. And there's only 88 of them. That's even better.
Yeah.
That's super cool. Did you get any legendaries?
No. It's so sad.
All right, May, I think that we have gone long enough and we can have you go ahead and share your screen for the giveaway. I'll go ahead and take your screen off so that you can switch to wherever you need to. And I'm going to turn my screen off and everybody else. What a great, absolutely fantastic stream tonight, guys.
Oh, yeah.
It's always fun having Lunapix on. Like, he really was. I think he was the second dev that came and joined us.
Yeah.
So it's just so cool to have him back on and to be able to see the success they've had. So, all right, what you got?
Let's do this. 20 Are you sure, guys? 20 entries.
20 entries.
Oh,
That's excellent. That's why I don't ever believe the number that I see up on our screen, because there's.
Oh, the ninja!
The ninja
Sorry.
has one.
you're taking ace.
Looks like Kenneth has one, and Kyle Dustin has one as well. So congratulations, you guys.
Congratulations!
And what did they win tonight, May?
You won $10 worth of YGG tokens and
Nice.
15 way to earn token.
Nice.
Congratulations, you guys.
Yes.
Congratulations. So,
Congratulations.
everybody, it has been an absolutely fantastic night. We had so much fun last week as well with the Blancos Block Party tournament. I thought that went so well. It was our 50th episode. Thank you so much to all of you that have stayed with us through this entire year and a half, including into the bear, where obviously people are not quite as excited about Web3, but we are still incredibly excited about Web3. We absolutely love it, and we think that the future is very, very bright for those that are early adopters. So anyway, you guys, we appreciate you. We will see you next week, same time, same place. And as Cydrake likes to say,
And keep playing!
and keep playing, everybody.
Yeah.
We will see you next week. Good night. See you later.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.